Hey there, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request from Jonathan. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of review, topic reaction, re-review, commentary, video game playthrough, tier list, whatever case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the 2024 film Night Swim, the newest Blumhouse film that I have no idea why it's produced by James Wan, who I do like as a director. As a producer, I'm sitting there going, dude, why did you put your name with this movie? Because this guy who's the director, I think he's a first-time director. Him and this other guy made this short film. And I guess some people liked it and said, let's give you $15 million and do a full-length feature. We'll release it in January. I think it's made like $28 million, so I guess it almost doubled his budget. But, I mean, with theaters taking a chunk of it, who knows how much marketing went into it. I don't know if it really made that much money, to be honest. It gets a 4.8 out of 10 on IMDb. And I'm sitting there going, I'm not surprised because I could have told you that. And I probably did say it in my streams, live streams, repeatedly. It's about a haunted swimming pool. I don't know if, even with the market of today, there's a lot of room for haunted swimming pool movies. That kind of gets into the we ran out of ideas bucket that this notice, this memento, this note has been taken out of the bucket of zero ideas. Or no. To quote Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, just because you could doesn't mean you should. And the biggest mistake this film made was don't take a 4-minute short film and make it a 100-minute movie out of it. It was a 4-minute short film. There really wasn't much there to make a full-length feature film. Now, I'll be honest, was this the worst film ever? No. It was fairly boring. But, I mean, an epic rant. Here's the thing about this. It's mostly a family drama with a little bit of horror. And the family drama is maybe average at best because you have this horror notion at the beginning that in 1992, a little girl goes into this pool. There's a toy in the pool. And she gets pulled into it. She's let go. And then the pool pulls her in again. I don't know why. I guess the pool's being a dick or a troll. I'll pull you in. I'll let you go. I'll pull you in again. I got you this time. I guess the pool's a dick. So she disappears to the pool. Again, that was 1992. It's many, many years later. Wyatt Russell, which is so sad that this is the movie he gets. He's a good actor. He's the son of Kurt Russell. He was really good in films like Overlord. I liked him in 22 Jump Street. And the best he did is this movie. I mean, he got to be the lead. I think he does a good job for what he's given. He's definitely given the most of a character to work with. He's a former baseball player, but he got MS. Because of his illness, he had to go away from baseball. Him, his wife, and their 2 kids are trying to find a place to stay. He pitched this place because it's got a swimming pool, so that could help with some kind of therapy, water therapy. They move in. Apparently, they find out that the pool is spring fed, so maybe that could help even more with whatever healing therapy. And again, a lot of it is this drama where it's a guy like he's good with his family, he treats his family well, but he still gets this notion of, he misses the game, he remembers the game. He goes to his son's baseball practice and they're like, hey, come on. Oh, I don't know. No, come on, take the hit, come on. Do your baseball bat, come on. Okay. And he's able to knock one very far out of the park. And he's feeling better because the water's given him this kind of rejuvenation. His illness is going away. At one point, he scratched his hand, but then it's healed miraculously. His family, I think the acting from them is fine. They're not given a whole lot. I mean, there's not a whole lot to them, but like the acting is fine. It's not even that bad looking of a movie. Like the first shot you see, you think it's the house, but it's the reflection of the house from the pool, and then the camera turns upside down, so we could, instead of looking at the pool, we're now looking at the actual house. Some of the scenes shot underwater, they do look very crisp. I mean, I guess they did what they could to shoot a pool, but a pool is never going to be creepy no matter how you do it. Because it's still a fucking swimming pool. Okay? No matter what. And so when you get into the horror aspect, it's fake ass jump scares. The wife is swimming. And oh my god, her husband's by the pool, but she gets out of it, her husband's not there. And the lights on the pool are dimming. And then she gets out. And then more of the lights of the pool are dimming, in and out, in and out. Then they're normal again. They have a cat. And one day the cat's collar's in the pool. And they go, oh, the cat's missing. But we get the idea that the pool got the cat, ate the cat, killed the cat. I don't know why he did that. I can assume, which I'll get to that later, but or just more of the pool being a dick. The daughter gets on a swim team, and that's really only established just because she meets a boy. They, while the parents are away, they play Marco Polo, and this is what I'm talking about, where the horror is very, very mediocre would be too kind to it. It's very bottom of the well, pun intended. It's the guy sneaks away because that way, he's going to sneak away for a few minutes while they play Marco Polo. Say, oh, she's not good. So she has her eyes closed. She hears what we can tell is a demon voice. Polo. Marco Polo. So our horror scene is Marco Polo with that demon voice going polo and going towards, you can't tell who it is. She tried to dive in. They move away. When she does back up, it's right behind her. It looks like Uncle Fester. I swear to God, this ghost looks like Uncle Fester. He's fat, he's bloated, he's bald. I thought he looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but the more I'm like, he just looks like Uncle Fester. Why is Uncle Fester here? Are you supposed to be on another quest? Hunt some aliens down and get more shitty weapons that don't work until you equip or get the blue things that get a better weapon that does work, or whip it to whip it good, and then to have that work. What are you doing here, Fester? Get the hell out of here. I mean, that's your horror element. That's what's supposed to be scary. An Uncle Fester looking motherfucker, and then she gets dragged down, but then she escapes. Oh, the one point, a boy during the daytime is in the pool, and there's like a little crevice. The toy's there. He gets the toy, but a hand grabs and tries to pull him in, and he escapes. Now, him and the sister realize something's going on, and even the boy's like, we should tell them. And the girl, the older sister, is, well, our dad is getting better, and our mom is happy, and they wouldn't believe us anyway. Well, I mean, that's true. They wouldn't believe you anyway. That is true. So I agree with that part. But to say, like, what do you think? Do you think this whatever this thing is going to hurt us, or it's really helping us? And the boy says maybe it's both. And the boy is right. It's going to heal him, but then for a price. But then the fact that that's why the daughter says we shouldn't tell them. I mean, I buy more of the they won't believe us, which is true. If they say it, they just be yelled at or grounded and, oh, you're crazy. You take your mushrooms. Whatever the hell. And that's what I'm talking about. This film did not need to be a full-length feature. To make any movie out of a killer swimming pool idea, or I'm sorry, haunted pool, is always going to create, huh? Type of reaction. Is always going to create, what the fuck? Really? That's the best you got? And people don't think it's a silly idea, it's a goofy idea, and it took itself very, very serious, which I do think was a mistake in this part. Because it took itself so serious as a family drama, and the family drama, I like Wyatt Russell, and the other actors are fine. And I would say it's an average family drama that's a bit better than Lifetime Channel, for because the actors, like I said, the other family members are pretty underdeveloped. Nothing against their acting, it's just like I said, you don't really know much about the kid. You get maybe the idea that he wants to be a bit more shine in his father's eye. The sister seems to have a bit of a better relationship with the dad. The dad treats people well. I would say Wyatt Russell is the best part of it. Because in these movies, they would typically be, okay, the father's going to be talking shit to someone, smacking someone, uh, be very mean, negative, toxic, as they would say today. He never really does that till the very end, when he's fully possessed. Because, yes, that does happen. So I appreciate that you have, like, a guy, a dad, trying to be a good person, a good dude. And again, his, I guess, would say the most character development, which even that is slim compared to a variety of movies. I'll just try to get some pebble to find the sand dune of boredom. And that's the thing, it's just not that exciting or thrilling of a movie. And I don't really think it had much of a payoff either. Because, like I said, the first half of the film, other than the opening incident, uh, a handful of jump scares, which is Blumhouse, of course there'd be jump scares. The Marco Polo scene, the scene with the kid being almost pulled in, that's really the horror you get for the first half of the movie. Like I said, it's more of a family drama. And I guess depending on how you like the family drama, maybe is how you like the movie, I don't know. But it gets a 4.8 out of 10 IMDb, so I can perfectly understand why, and I wasn't really a fan of this either. Because like I said, the drama, like there's so because there's that much development with the other characters of the family, the drama doesn't feel too much potent or again, that's the sad thing. The actors I think did their jobs as well as they could with the material. It just I don't think the material was there for them to work, magic out of. And again, that's the sad thing. Because like I said, the I keep repeating myself on this because so many times you'll see these movies and the acting is really bad or acting is piss poor. Again, I don't think that's the case. So I didn't like hate this family or just no. It's like okay, This family's in a predicament. You know, you want to see them succeed, because the actors are halfway decent. But like I said, it's just there's not a lot of meat to the matter in terms of most of the family, except maybe Wyatt Russell. But even then, it feels like in the hands of a more established director, and more importantly, because he wrote the film, better writers, this could have been a lot more engaging as a family drama. But again, most people that watch this film, they don't try to watch it as a horror movie, and you're not really going to get much out of this as a horror film. So if you're going this as a horror fan, it's PG-13, which honestly, even then, I think it's tame for even that. You're not going to get blood, gore, guts. You're not going to get a lot of death scenes or kills. It's not that kind of movie. There's not a single scene remotely creepy about it. I wouldn't say there was any atmosphere to the film. I mean, they can shoot the pool well. Congrats. Cool. Maybe you could use it to sell pools to people. Hey, you want to buy a pool and see how cool a pool is? Here, we'll shoot some shots of the pool. Now, do you want to buy a pool from us? Okay. I don't need a pool. I don't want a pool. I'm not buying a pool. Good for you. Spoilers for the second half of the film. Spoilers. After the Marco Polo stuff, among other stuff, like family drama stuff, they decide to have like a big party, invite everybody to the pool party. And the dad is feeling better because of what's going on, but he doesn't know exactly that's the reason for it yet. His son is kind of watching because he's, of course, unsure about this pool thing. Why would he be? A lot of people are in the pool. I forget what the game is when you're in the pool and you're on someone's shoulder and you're trying to push them off the shoulders. I forget what the game's called. But this kid who's like a fan of his, hey, let's go play this game with these guys. But then Wyatt Russell gets in this trance and he kind of lowers himself down along with the kid. And he's like holding the kid there. They both almost drown. Of course, the parents, more so the mom, are pissed at him. But, you know, our lead lady, she goes, well, I mean, he almost drowned too, and he has MS, he has illness. So, like, the dad kind of understands, but the mom's pissed. Understand both sides. So then they try to leave, and then they can't leave because I guess the water, it's in his system, his body. So if he tries to leave, he like veins pop out and he gets sick. And that's another thing. This film doesn't really showcase what the rules of this wishing well, healing spa, haunted swimming pool thing. What are all the rules of it can and can't do? Because it messes with the water, but it can also mess with the diving board. It can mess with the lights. I guess if you ingest it, it can make you sick if you try to go away from it. But I don't know why it's taking so long to just control him. And just the whole point is that if you healed by it, or if someone's healed by it, it needs a sacrifice. That's why I'm guessing what happened with the cat is because when they're cleaning the pool, he gets his hand cut. And when it heals, maybe the sacrifice was a cat. So the cat was nearby and the water took the cat. I'm guessing that's what that was about. Or the pool's just a dick loves to eat cats. I mean, I like to eat pussy too, but not that kind of pussy. It's the wrong pussy to eat. Like, don't eat that pussy. Leave the cat alone. So it killed the cat. That also pissed me off because I'm a cat person. So the movie pissed me off with that too. But with the rules, it's just... It can make you see things if you're in the pool. It can control you if you got some of the pool in you. But technically, everybody's been in the pool. And you know, when you're in the pool, anytime you splash, some of the waters don't get in your mouth. That's just how it is in a pool. So does that mean even with the one drop, everybody can get possessed? If everybody's been in the pool, is some of that water ingested? Or hell, if it can also get into... It seems like it can get into the pipes? I don't know if it can actually. I just think that because Wyatt Russell at one point is convulsing when he's in the shower. But I guess maybe that's because he had it in him. But could the water be in everybody? Or it has to be so much water. And then it can possess you. But then the mom, the wife, goes to see the mother of the girl from 1992. This girl that drowned named Rebecca. And she pretty much admits that she sacrificed the daughter to save her son who was sick. And she was under the influence of the pool, the haunted pool. But I guess even after all this time from 1992, the water's still possessing her? Even though when the family got there, the pool was all caved in with, like it was done. It wasn't caved in, but no one was using it. And even the realtor says no one's used that pool for like decades, at least 15 years or so, or more. So you think the pool haunt is asleep, but apparently not, because it's in this other person's body. The girl from 1992 who drowned is still in this woman's body. And it's like she cries out these weird tear things. And she'll like pour water and it overfilled, but it looks like the water's trying to get back in the glass. And the water fountain is like spurting up. I'm like, so the water can affect all this stuff too? So why doesn't the water just like grab the lady and break her neck? Or, I mean, how can it affect her from all these years when the whole sacrifice was so for her son to get better? The daughter needed to die. But then she's also sick too. Because she's got like little things in here. So I guess all these years she's sick, but the water is helping her, but then she doesn't have to use a sacrifice? Or did she get sick because the water stayed in her? I don't fucking know. And the movie doesn't fucking know. The mother was, in the flashback, the mom was perfectly fine. And you'd tell she was possessed and let the daughter die so that her son could get better. But now, many years later, she's the one who's sick, not her son. But again, is she now sick because of the water? Why is the water staying in her after all these decades? I mean, eventually, when you sweat all the water out, I guess not. Maybe she sweats, it goes right back into her. Is the water just, what, doing nothing but chilling? You know what? I'm in this old Asian lady. I'm just chilling, waiting for a killing. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it's in her after all these years, could it be in any of the family members since they've been in the pool? Or do you have an idea how much of the water do you have to drink to be possessed? And that's another thing. You're trying to make this movie, but when you have characters literally saying, in a dead serious matter, I should say manner, but I always say this in a stupid way. Serious matter when I should say serious manner. Because it doesn't matter. I think the pool made him better. There's something wrong with the water, isn't there? Unless it's a shark, I don't give a fuck. Or the realtor, when she gets confronted and she knows something is up, as in this girl died and drowned in 1992. She said, oh, well, I didn't know we were going to be seeing this house, and, I didn't want to put any poo in the pudding. Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of shit in here. it just comes off as a very ridiculous and yet boring flick that takes too long for the too much family drama that's not properly written for people to care a whole lot as intended. I do think with Wyatt Russell they tried, but I don't think it was entirely successful with this first time feature length filmmaker and writing, because a feature length is a lot better than it's a lot different than a short film. The scares are very limited. Jump scares doesn't equal fear. Uncle Fester in the pool doesn't equal fear. The rules for the pool are just whatever you think of it. I mean, the fact that the daughter is on the swim team, nothing really comes of that, really. Like, she got to put her swimming skills to particular usage. Not really. Like, oh, well, we see this throughout the film. She's getting better in swimming. She's getting better holding her breath. She's getting better doing all this other stuff. No. She's just because to beat that kid to do that Marco Polo scene. You know what? Let me get into the finale. So I paused there, thinking if I want to go there yet, but why not? The finale of the film, after the mom sees the Asian mom who let her daughter die in 1992, and she went in a hissy fit, tears and with her makeup going down, and like trying to audition for Get Out 2 or something. The mom rushes home. The son is trapped in the pool. The mom dives in. And they pretty much try to do a poltergeist, meaning, you know, in poltergeist, the kid is on the other side, the mom goes through, and she's tied herself off. Does the same thing, only with water. The mom ties herself off, dives in. There's a deep, deep chasm in the pool. She keeps swimming. Not enough rope or whatever, so takes a deep breath, gets the kid. Where there's a bunch of zombies there, but then the girl Rebecca is fine, as in she's a good ghost, and she's not screwed up. She's not. I don't know why. Why is that ghost girl fine, helpful, not at all zombie-like? But then you have these other bodies that seem very much zombie-like. You say, well, she was an innocent person who died. All these people were guilty, I guess. She was the only innocent that died, I guess. I can only guess. It's been 1992. It's been quite a bit of time. She shows them the way to get out. Show me the way to go home. I guess she's still there, that spirit, so shit out of love for her. No way, I guess, to help her out. So the mom gets the boy out. Meanwhile, the daughter is being stalked by the dad, who now Wyatt Russell's fully possessed. Like the Amityville Horror, like, you know, a bit of Jack Torrance The Shining, like 100 of these type of movies. If you change a couple things, this could have been like an Amityville sequel. You know, Amityville Dollhouse, Amityville The Evil Escapes, Amityville Deep Dive. I don't know, Amityville Under the Sea. I don't know, whatever shitty title, like most Amityville films have shitty titles. And I like the first Amityville Horror, but they need, you know, 18 movies, or whatever the hell it may. Again, if you change a couple things, this might as well have been an Amityville movie. You probably could have. Surprised they didn't. So yeah, the dad's possessed. Tries to grab her. She gets out of his grasp. rips a bit of her hair. He's looking for her, goes to the pool, grabs the mom. The daughter hits him with a bat. He pukes some stuff out. He's alright. He looks at the pool. But then the boy starts convulsing as if he's going to be possessed. And you see, like, veins on him. Possessed or just drowned or whatever. So Wyatt Russell looks at the pool and says, someone has to pay. Meaning, sacrifice all that stuff. So I guess instead of finding a way to defeat this demon, defeat this thing, and have it be where, he realizes that, it's great to feel healthy, it's great to feel good, but his family, of course, means a lot more to him, and it's fine if his family never cared that, they care that he was sick because it's their dad, not because he can't play baseball. So he can still live with the MS, just like many people have to live with their afflictions, but their family still loves them and still proud of them and will still make it through. No, it's literally you have to die. So he swims in, self-sacrifice, closes the doorway, the boy survives. The boy and the mom don't react much to the death. The daughter does. Like, the mom doesn't give that much of a strong reaction. And you just say the boy, he's recovering from the cough and stuff. And then afterward, the boy watches a video his dad made. The mom wonders if they should move. The daughter goes, the son, or I think the son goes, well, what if someone comes here and they unearth this pool and the same thing happens to them? Yeah, dad wouldn't want that. So they decided to stay, be the keepers of the pool, so no one can get in the pool but at the same time, it's like, okay, if the water is haunted, there's a point where they drain the water. Wherever that water's drained, is that stuff still possessed too? Anybody that was in the pool, and if you swallowed a little bit, does that little bit still live in you? Just like it lived in that Asian lady for decades or so? I don't fucking know, man. I guess it ends on a happy note where the rest of the family is fine, other than Wyatt Russell. Can't believe I talked 32 minutes. Well, I mean, it's a new film, so I wouldn't go in depth. But it just, again, it's a 4-minute short film pushed to the limit for 100 minutes, and it did not need to be the case because there's not enough story there to fill that running time. The family drama, the acting, I don't think is a problem. I like Wyatt Russell as an actor, but anybody could play the role, and again, at best, you say it's an average family drama. Even most people would say, no, it's below average. Because, again, the other characters, I should say, are either underdeveloped or just kind of going through the motions with this lame idea. It's a lame, stupid fucking idea. A haunted swimming pool is a stupid idea. No one ever... tell me one person that... well, other than these people. The people that didn't get a paycheck from it. Now, if you gave me like $100,000... well, okay, now... you gave me $50,000 tax-free... yeah, this is a good idea. I'll put it right here. This is a good idea. Put it right in my pocket, the check. As soon as I cash it, I got the money. This idea sucks. But until the check clears, it's a good idea. But other than that, like, did anybody in the real world ever thought a haunted pool was a good idea? No. That's why people didn't go see the film. That's why people who did see it didn't even like the film. This is a lame duck fuck of an idea. And it took itself seriously. It's very reminiscent of the Amityville Horror, the multitude of sequels that franchise got, along with any other film that ripped off the Amityville Horror, among other films. Poltergeist, etc. I don't see any scenes that people could be creeped out or thrilled or chilled from it. There's very little humor in the movie. Like I said, it's a fairly dead serious family drama and trying to be horror. The fact of haunted pool, you don't think there's at least a bit of you should take the piss out of this? That's a mistake. And uh, a villain backdrop that just, again, there's no rules to do whatever it wants. So, whatever. With that said, the movie sucks. So, drown the fucking movie, please. We'll see you guys later. Haunted swimming pools, Jesus. What's next? A haunted bookcase, bookshelf? How about haunted condom? I mean, there was a killer condom. How about a haunted condom? How about haunted cock? Huh? Do we have a haunted cock movie where like they're doing a porn film and the girl dies but her soul goes to the guy's cock? So anytime he fucks someone, the cock like speaks to it and speaks to her and tells her to leave. So it's the ultimate cop block movie. You thought you were cop blocked. This is the ultimate cop block. His dick won't shut up. And it's haunted by this lady. You screwed me to death. I was just doing my job. I didn't do it. The ultimate cop block. That's the tagline. That's the movie, Cop Blocker. Someone make that movie, please. Cop Blocker. We'll see you guys later.